Greetings, everybody! Boys, girls, that technicolor rainbow in between of all ages. It is I, your host, Captain 2000, and welcome back to episode 4 of Let's Play Pikmin. Or if you're wanting to be more of an accurate, say, is Day 3, Part 2. In the last episode, we began Day 3 at the Awakening Wood. We managed to get a Sunseed Berry and then jumped into the Hole of Beasts, where we got another 480 Pokos. We left off right before we entered the 4th sublevel, so let's go ahead and actually enter that sublevel right now. Hole of Beasts, sublevel 4. Guess what, guys? This sublevel actually has something considering a beast. We've actually got some fire and where is he? I know there's a red Bulborb oh shit. Okay, that's not bad at all. I was gonna be like, is he like on top of a fire spout or something? But no, he's not. So we're going to go ahead and start by taking our purples, because we don't really need to deal with the fire spouts yet. Fire spouts are really only an issue if you're carrying stuff back through them. Otherwise, you can just pretty safely ignore them. And we're just going to go ahead and murder this boar. And he drops a Game & Watch system. We also have another purple flower, so violet candy pop bud. Gonna try and remember the names of the things that I'm using. Left bumper, thank you. I actually managed to do it correctly this time. Both of the things, these are the only 2 treasures in this sub-level, so, neat. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this here. No, you guys get to be purples. There we go. I'm gonna leave that for a hot second. We are now officially done with leaf breads. Other than the ones back at base, obviously, but yeah, there's really no way to around those. 280. The Dream Architect. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these guys. And I believe the card is the Luck Wafer. Yeah, you swarm you. Then I'm going to throw a single one of you. Run with it. And we're going to try and see if there's anything secret here. Good. I should be running with purples, actually, over reds. Because purples, there's actually a type of enemy. Well, I don't know what popped out of the egg. We'll figure out in a second. 140 Pokos, the Luck Wafer. I didn't even remember what the pricing for the other one was. It was 480 plus 120. Okay, what was this though? Actually, I'm curious. How much was the Dream Architect? 480 plus 140, so 520, 620. That's a lot. 322? No, 322 wouldn't be. It'd be 220. It'd be 200 and something Pokos. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and try and avoid this. Pop this egg. 2 more nectar drops for 5. And then I'm gonna walk up here. Okay, good, nothing. Anyway, now that we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and grab these purples here, and then we're gonna throw them into the nectar. So we now have 25 purples, which is the most purples we'll be getting for a hot minute, at least in terms of episode count. I believe we'll be getting some tomorrow, but there's so much distance between today and tomorrow that I really don't think they qualify. So we have this here. We're going to grab this with a slow-ass purples. There we go. Good. My own body actually nearly prevented them from doing anything. And as you can see, even with the flower boost, purples are still purples, which makes them incredibly hard to really use effectively. I do want to check, I want to destroy this first. I do want to check the other pits, which requires these. So we're now down to 70 reds over there. There's the cave. I don't think we checked this little area here. There they are! So those are completely new enemies. Those are called Matites. Matites are enemies that scare every type of Pikmin other than purples, and purples one-shot them. Every time they die, they drop nectar, 1 to 2 drops of nectar, and there they all go. They can appear from eggs or from below ground. Either one can cause a lot of damage if it comes up at a wrong time. In Pikmin randomizers, those are some of like the most ugly things to get because they come out of nowhere and there's really no way to plan for them. And add on to that the fact that purple Pikmin are by far and away some of the least used types of Pikmin, and God, you have no idea. Anyway, moving on to the Hole of Beasts. This is the final floor. We have our first boss. Now, contrary to popular belief, you actually do not have to fight this boss at all. You can just walk right past it and get to the geyser. But you're going to want to fight this boss because this boss is actually... I think this boss holds the most important item treasure in the entire game. Like, very much so. So, we're going to go ahead and take our purple Pikmin and we're going to fight this thing. This thing is perfect for fighting the purples. Yeah, I'm busy! Anyway, this thing is perfect for fighting... sorry. Grandmother just entered the room. Say hi. There she goes. Alright. Purples are really good at fighting this thing. This thing is the Empress Bullblacks. It does nothing until you attack it. And basically you're going to throw some Pikmin on it, wait for it to shake them off, and then it's going to roll. If anything gets caught underneath it, it will kill those Pikmin. Other than that, this thing is pretty harmless. She comes back later on with a lot more of a difficult battle. But that won't be for a long time in terms of episode count. So we don't have to worry about that for the foreseeable future. So yeah. Basically, this fight is just here to get you used to fighting bigger enemies that take multiple hit bars. It takes about 5 cycles to kill him. Maybe 4 if you use a spicy spray. But Empress Bullblacks is such an easy boss that I don't see a reason to use an ultra spicy spray on her. Oh, really? That is... I don't believe that for a second. I absolutely don't believe that. Throw one and... Really? There it is, thank God. I knew it was coming. Sometimes she won't fully roll, which results in situations where you have to deal with her just standing there waiting, throwing one Pikmin on her to get her to die. I'm not going to try and kill her in this phase, but she will die in this phase anyway. And there goes Empress Bullblacks. The first boss of the game dealt with. The Emergence Cave doesn't have the boss because it's only 2 sub-levels, and also putting a boss in the first cave is kind of a dick move. These bosses, they will get harder. Trust me, they will. How bizarre. This is emitting black light. It must have been ingested by that creature. What absolutely repulsive life form. Our return to Hokotate cannot come soon enough. Anyways, we get a love tester here. And this is, like I said in the last time, this is probably like the most important weapon to a treasure, not weapon, not tool. Well, it is a tool, but this is the most important treasure in the entire game. Not a single treasure matters 1/64th as much as getting that one. That treasure alone will make every subsequent cave 1,000 times easier. So what exactly does it do? Well, it's actually the most mundane thing. Surprisingly, but its mundane ability makes it useful. 200 Pokos, the prototype detector. This, it reacts to treasure, which when plugged into our radars becomes the treasure gauge. This thing will appear on our monitor and the needle will approach right as we approach treasure, and when it is completely, when there's no more treasure to be found, right there. That is the treasure radar. It will get closer as it approaches treasure. It is the only way, other than blind dumb luck, to find treasures that are underground completely. And if it is, there's an area that has no treasure in it, it will actually gray out, indicating that you've completed it. From this point on, this is how we figure out if we've got all the treasures in an area or not. So that is the Hole of Beasts completed. We'll literally doubled the amount of treasure we have. So that's good. We're going to go ahead and save our game. The Awakening Wood. Anyway, we are now 20% of our debt have been recovered. We are going to say screw any sort of normal leniency. We're going to ignore the sheer grubs. We actually have another cave that we need to get to, and we need to get to it quickly. I want to have as much of the day as possible to achieve my secondary objective, which is unlocking the next area. And it's pretty easy to do. To do this, we actually needed to get 200 Pikmin, so we needed those purples from the Hole of Beasts. And now that we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and grab this, swarm this cloaking burrow net. He really does not live long enough for him to digest a Pikmin. And run to this next cave! Astounding, my metal detectors are reacting violently. What could be down there? If you find trouble below, press plus to contact me and press right on the radar screen. It's basically telling you how to leave the cave. Gonna have to censor that swear out. This is the White Flower Garden. 5 sub-levels. We've got fire and poison. And since we don't have any poison types, you might be able to connect the dots and figure out the other reason. Totally has nothing to do with that poison gate in the background there. Sub-level 1, White Flower Garden. White Flower Garden, outside of the emergency cave, is possibly the easiest cave in the entire game. At least in my opinion, it is. The most dangerous aspect of the White Flower Garden is the fact that these sub-levels, this is an introduction to the metallic sub-levels. My favorite type of sub-level, and also the only ooh, she got, shit, Louie got hit. Okay. Is probably the most dangerous type of sub-level, and also my favorite type of sub-level, because I like the danger involved in it. Damn it, stop hurting Louie. There. Go ahead and kill all of these guys. These sub-levels, if you throw a Pikmin off the edge, it will die, so don't do that. Don't throw Steve off the ledge. That's not nice. Anyways, other than that, there's a pretty basic first floor. It's almost identical to the Hole of Beasts first floor in that it basically sticks you in a room with a bunch of sheer grubs and tells you, figure it out yourself. Thankfully, because we've figured it out ourselves, we don't have to worry. Only 1 treasure on this sub-level. I believe there's only 7 in this area total. So 1 more than the other one. And once we get that done, we'll be able to move on. I think we'll be able to get most of the White Flower Garden done in a single. Somebody just entered my room. Somebody's gonna enter it. Damn it, I lost my train of thought. My grandmother entered the room again. Kiwi shoe polish! The alien billboard, 80 Pokos. There's only 7 treasures in this cave, 1 more than the Hole of Beasts. And there we go, we're done with that. Let's go ahead and move on. Add on to that the fact that there really isn't even a tough enemy in this sub-level, other than, well, 1. Actually, compared to how... Then maybe never mind, because I fought him in the last game. He's a returning enemy, of course. Alright, White Flower Garden, sub-level 2. We have... a returning enemy. Yes, they weren't in Pikmin. They are in Pikmin 1. Returning, we have Fiery Blowhogs, our first elemental enemy. Fiery Blowhogs are enemies that spew fire at them. However, they unfortunately suffer from not being immune to being crushed to death. So the fiery hot air balloons are still very, very weak. They are no longer tanks either. They no longer sponge damage at an alarming rate. So they're actually really easy to kill in this game. So yeah, once you kill that, it's just those two enemies. It's just a matter of getting the treasures. The Petrified Heart, and I don't remember the other one. It's another emblem though. What bottle is it? It is a coconut water, 100 Pokos. The drought, it's not even an emblem. It's an ender. Huh. Man, my throat's dry. Anyways, over here we have the Petrified Heart. What makes the Fiery Blowhog dangerous on this sublevel is that if you try and fight the Fiery Blowhogs optimally, which is with red Pikmin rather than... Well, actually, no. Optimally still with purples, but if you fight them with their immunity, so red Pikmin, their throwing of Pikmin can actually get a few Pikmin killed because their throw is so... Like, you guys saw how they shook Pikmin off in Pikmin 1, right? Well, they do the same thing in Pikmin 2, and on sublevels like this, that's actually quite, a big hazard. Anyway, 100 Pokos, there's the Petrified Heart, and that should be the last treasure in this sublevel. We're going to go ahead and move on. Don't know why you tripped. So, yeah. I have a pizza. There's a sausage and pepperoni pizza next to me on my bed. My grandmother gave it to me as a gift. Thank you, grandmother. You're awesome. I will choose to eat Pikmin. Eat pizza. Frick! Eat pizza while I play Pikmin. Sublevel 3 is the big important sublevel. You go to this sublevel if you ever actually want this. That's a glow stem right there. I will try. I hope there's another one. We're going to go ahead and walk down here. No way to fall off here. And over here we have our second type of candy pop bud. As you might expect, these are Ivory candy pop buds and this white Pikmin. So yeah, white Pikmin, as we're gonna soon see, are really good in this game. So much so to the point where I will probably make more whites than I have to, just because I like them so much. Like, they're on the same level as... Really? Okay. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take our 55 reds over here, and we're just gonna advance and get ourselves white Pikmin. White Pikmin are your utility Pikmin. They have a crap ton of uses that make them just unbelievably good in this game. Even in Pikmin 4, where they are absolutely weaker than they were in Pikmin 2, I still think they're best. They're better than a few of the other types in the game by a large margin. White Pikmin's base abilities is that they are immune to poison. And they are the fastest moving type of Pikmin in the game. They move faster than even flowered purples, like by a large margin. Don't eat it, don't eat it, don't eat it. Good. Eat it, eat it, eat it. There we go. And when they're flowered, they move faster than your captain can. So they are incredibly useful. Their other main abilities, as you are about to see, is the fact that they are capable of finding objects completely buried in the ground. They are exclusively able to do this. Nobody else can. Other abilities that make white Pikmin really good is the fact that they do not have their attack reduced in this game. They do in every subsequent appearance that they have in, which technically turns them into the pure utility Pikmin. And their last ability is that if an enemy eats a white Pikmin, they will actually take residual knockback damage. How much is that damage? Enough to kill a Bulborb from full health to 0 instantly. They are incredibly good. Definitely the best type of Pikmin in the Pikmin 1, 2 when it comes to sheer, like, things they can do. Anyways, I'm gonna try and do this here. There you go. I touched the glow stem, so that should make it activate in the Piclopedia entry. But yeah, because of how good white Pikmin are, they're sort of balanced out by the fact that you can only grow them underground with candy pop buds. However, what makes them further good is the fact that you really only need about 30 white Pikmin in this entire game. Super Stick Textile, by the way, 80 Pikmin. 80 Pokos, my bad. That's the only treasure in this area, so let's go ahead and move on. Actually, you know what? No, we're at the 20-minute mark, and I want to end the video here. So we're going to go ahead and pass this. I think we're going to, next episode's going to be the last bit of day 3, so let's hope that so. So next time on Let's Play Pikmin 2, we're going to be going further into the White Flower Garden, and hopefully going to be doing some more things with our newfound white Pikmin. Until then, please like, comment, subscribe, follow me, mentor with those you care for, and I will see you all in the next video. Later, folks.